Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Creation Destroys, Phase 3, opens as a wartime nightmare and widens into a speculative family tragedy. Jonathan and Ginny, shaped by the Manhattan Project, become unwilling participants in Dr. Larson's attempt to exploit their daughter Evelyn, a child whose strange powers can revive dying life, but also invite control, militarization, and moral rot. The book moves through grief, confinement, scientific obsession, and the slow corruption of good intentions, asking what happens when a miraculous gift is treated less like grace than inventory. I was pulled in less by the premise alone than by the intensity of the voice. Kovacs writes in a fractured, rhythmic cadence that feels like prose poetry under pressure. When it works, it gives the story a feverish texture that suits the material. I found the father-daughter bond especially affecting. Jonathan's tenderness toward Evelyn keeps the novel from becoming merely a concept engine about power. Even when the manuscript turns toward experiments, trigger words, and state machinery, it keeps returning to love, guilt, and the grotesque bargain of trying to protect someone while also using them. What stayed with me most was the book's refusal to let creation remain innocent. Evelyn's restorations are miraculous, but they are also unstable, temporary, and immediately coveted by men who think in weapons, outcomes, and leverage. That makes the novel feel less like simple superhero origin mythology and more like a dark meditation on custody. Who gets to name a gift, own it, direct it, or survive it? I also admired the manuscript's willingness to be severe. It's melodramatic in the old sense, unembarrassed by extremity, by anguish, by villainy spoken aloud. The book has conviction, and that conviction can be more memorable than the book's polish. I'd hand this to readers of speculative fiction, dystopian fiction, science fiction thriller, literary horror, and dark historical fantasy, especially people who like stories where the emotional engine matters as much as the speculative apparatus. It may appeal to readers who enjoy the moral pressure and altered child unease of Stephen King, and I was occasionally reminded of Firestarter, though this manuscript is more mournful, more wounded, and more overtly interested in the theology of creation and ruin.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.